We're streaming, Landis. I think that means.
Yeah, we can
Well,
start.
good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Chattanooga, and we really want to thank the Universalist Unitarian Church for allowing us to be in this space. So let's have us a wonderful Saturday morning with Unity of Chattanooga. You know what? I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Our souls are 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 welcome here. We are getting the message loud and clear. Our souls are welcome here. Presence of the Lord is in this place.
I can feel God's mighty power.
And God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. We are so grateful for this moment to be together. We thank you for all of us being here. Again. Surely
The presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace.
there's a holy hush around us. I see love in every
Face
surely
the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in
Okay.
this place.
Nice. Woohoo! Oh, no, come around this way. Is- You're trailing on the. Yeah, there you go. Okay, welcome everybody today. I'm Eric Miller. I'm your treasurer on your board of trustees. Reverend Doug again today. He had a fall this morning, so we're going to be sending out some prayers of healing and caring for him on this, our magical day of being here. So I just want to do a quick opening prayer for us so we can get centered and grounded. And in that, because I love this gong, may we be joined together today in this common goal of service to ourselves and to our community. As we seek to define our lives for the futures we desire, we have faith that our highest and best good is available to us. Our good radiates outwards to everyone we meet, interact, and connect with. We look forward to the ways that you will surprise and amaze us today, Spirit. Guide us to carry your love and wisdom with us, fan its flames, and inspire our best contributions. Remind us to remain present, grateful, and charitable as our plans unfold and we accomplish our goals in exciting, maybe even at times unpredictable ways. This is the day, the week, the life we have made for ourselves. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. With faith, we embrace what today has brought and what tomorrow's needs will be. When we awaken to our potential, we know that we can be assured it is with great purpose. Show us how to author our lives, Spirit, so that we can all be vessels of love and truth and abundance. Let us see each other and ourselves through the lens of purposeful perspective, so that we can all go out and embrace life with joy, abundance, health, and happiness. And so it is.
Thank you, Eric. That was beautiful. Okay, I got the wrong sheet. So. Okay, Unity of Chattanooga wants to welcome you and thank you for joining us in this beautiful sacred place. I'm Amanda Adamson and I serve as your board president. We appreciate Reverend Mandy and the good people at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Chattanooga for allowing us to meet in this lovely space. Thank you. We want to welcome those of you who are here in spirit, watching us on Facebook. Say hello and give us a thumbs up. Landis is looking his grandest. Sitting behind that grand piano, and we can't wait to hear what he has in store for us today.
It's a surprise.
Today, Eric Miller is our pinch hitter, not pitch hitter, our pinch hitter. And we are so grateful that he's agreed to give our talk today. And he's going to be speaking on part 1 of our whole mind, our whole body connection. Okay, it's that time in the service where we have the opportunity to welcome anyone who is here for the first time. So if you're a guest or a visitor, if you please raise your hand, and an usher can bring you a welcome packet that tells you all about Unity. We are honored that you chose to join us today, and we have a special Unity blessing to share with you. Will the congregation warm up your hands? And please join me in saying, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Awesome, welcome. Terry will get you those forms. Again, I have the wrong pages. So. If you'll see on the top of my notes, it says slow down. So that's my advice to everyone, just slow down. Okay. As we step into this next phase of our future, where we meet is not as important as how we show up, holding the sacred space in our thoughts in a way that serves our highest good. Unity practices teach us to do our inner work then express it outwardly with one another and the world. I would like us to affirm the following. I'm going to say it once, and then I'm going to say each line, and please repeat it with me. Affirmation is a big part of our unity lives. So, I walk in peace, I live in love, I create a community of harmony wherever I go, in support of a world that works for everyone. So, I walk in peace,
I walk in peace.
I live in love,
I live in love.
I create a community of harmony wherever I go,
I create a community of harmony wherever I go.
in support of a world that works for everyone.
In support of a world that works for everyone.
As you become more aware of the powerful God consciousness you are here to express, you are making a vital investment in yourself and heaping blessings on yourself and those about you. We emphasize prayer and meditation, personal study, and growth to empower people to awaken to their divine potential. We strive to live and have our being knowing that we are eternally divine. We consider ourselves to be a progressive and inclusive spiritual community, embracing the traditional and practical teachings of Jesus, the way shower, combined with the ancient wisdom teachings, modern scientific truths, and proven psychological concepts to provide a positive path for spiritual living. We welcome all people and we honor all paths to God. Together we celebrate the divine presence in one another. It is our hope to bring together people from all backgrounds and to celebrate our diversity as well as our oneness. In the words of Eric Butterworth, one of my absolute favorite unity writers, he simplifies Fillmore so that I understand him. But he has a very profound thought in this. He says, remember to bring your eachness, your individuality, to the allness. And at this time, we will stand and welcome each other with a handshake, a hug, or a smile. Thank you.
and hold you in arms where you are. Always settle down. Settle down, everybody. Let's introduce in another way our Linda Hurston. She's gonna help me out on this song. I'm gonna help her out on this song, and maybe you can help us out as well. There's nothing in the world that I would rather see than your smile, my love. For united we stand, divided we fall. And if our backs should ever be against the wall, we'll be together. Together,
let's jointly, figuratively, light the Christ candle and welcome him and Spirit, Yahweh, whatever we want to call it, into our presence, right?
Right.
All right, there we go. Cool. Okay, so as some of you know, everyone that got the newsletter yesterday, Reverend Doug was going to talk about blessings today. Well, in 2 weeks, I was scheduled to talk about our whole body, whole mind connection. And in a weird way, believe it or not, I found the connection between the two. So we're going to have a 2-part series on whole mind, whole body connection. And this being part 1, and October 14th will be part 2. We're going to combine the blessings. I got the call this morning at 8:45, and by the time I downloaded and read the sermon by about 9:15, I was like, I want to be able to connect this first time, just not read a sermon, so I figured out a way to make it my own. So with that thought of blessings and our whole mind, whole body connection, let's give ourselves a round of applause for this circuitous route that we found, that we got here. Right? I mean, we started this vision board, and I mean, if you look at some of these things, I mean, we've got the big high arch, we've got the beautiful outdoor grounds that some of us have already talked about, that we have some drumming circle possibilities out here, maybe even a labyrinth or two. We got the trees, we got just the beautiful space. It's not the way we would have designed it ourselves if we had if we had remained rigid in our thinking about how we were going to get through our Red Bank challenge. But by giving our faith to the power that we believe in, and our own minds, and our own intentions are very important, we landed in this, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but maybe for some of you, the rest of you, what a space, right? What a space. I mean, we got a baby grand piano here. We got, we might need a little bit stronger Wi-Fi connection, but other than that, we landed here. This is probably going to be our temporary home for, maybe the foreseeable future, and that's all good.
Yeah.
That's all good, because in that whole mind, whole body connection, combined with blessings, we have the opportunity to give thanks for where we've landed, and we haven't landed in a permanent home yet, but that doesn't mean we're not going to. We're here for now. So blessings and gratitude and intention. We did it. Yeah. We did it. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was sometimes when we face challenges, the best way to change our life is to literally change the neural pathways in our brain so that we can start to think differently and find new solutions for things. And so that we stop replaying the same old records in our mind, unless it's physical graffiti or the White Album. It's okay. Because it can start with the little things, like if you tie your shoe on the right, if you tie your right shoe every morning first, see what it's like tomorrow morning to tie your left shoe, and see little things like that can lead our brains into new and exciting areas that we haven't previously considered or didn't even imagine that we could land. So the same thing happens in our grander lives and in our individual lives. And I know for me, this was my birthday this week, and I got some terrific validation on Monday. As some of you know, I had a health challenge back in February and March, and my doctors were not saying good things and throwing around the C word a lot and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't accept their diagnosis. I took some of their medicine, I refused some of their recommendations, and I am standing here before you now 100% cancer-free. The nodules that were there and the other issue are completely gone. They're not even there, and I was sharing with Laura a while ago. I was doing this visualization even into back in July. It's like, I can't even see those things. On the original scans back in March, I got these little lumps and they're growing on top of each other and on two sides and they're stacking up. And then by July, it's like, you know, in my visualization, I can't even see those bumps anymore. I don't think they're there anymore. And the scans, I didn't take the scans until the end of August, or beginning of first week of September, I think. And then by the time I got to see the doctor, and the doctor reads the results this past Monday, he showed us the before and after. Indeed, they weren't there anymore. They weren't there. They were completely dissipated, and nothing else appeared in my body anywhere else, which is what they were saying, because of my high, blood, high PSA and blah blah blah. It's like, they just think that I was on this clinical trial because I qualified for it, and the side effects of the medicines that they put me on just, pardon my French, kicked my butt hard. And I'm not 20 years old anymore, I'm well into my 30s now. But I still, I want to do things. I want to get out. I don't want to, be laid out in bed and fatiguing the brain fog. Oh my God, these drugs just made me. I'd forget what I'm saying in the middle of my sentences. And that's not a good way to go about life. So I stopped taking the drugs, and he was like, oh, no, you can't do that. And it's like, you know what, I feel like I'm on the clinical trial, just to be on the clinical trial now with you, because it was a big feather in their cap for me to be on this trial. And I was like, I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing this for me. And this is just kicking my ass, I'm not taking it anymore. And I said that in July, and he's like, oh, and sure enough, the results come back, I'm 100% clean, because of that whole mind, whole body connection. And the blessing that when we can follow our heart. I just knew it wasn't right, and I don't know I know there's some other people here struggling with some health issues, and I've had a discussion with a couple of you. We know when it's right? And we know when it feels right, and we know when they're saying something that doesn't sound right or doesn't resonate with us. We need to listen to that because we are powerful. And I'm going to be talking about this more in 2 weeks, that whole mind, whole body connection. But one of the ways that I got there is something I want to share with you guys that I learned from Reverend Justin Epstein in Unity in New York. And we've been going to their summer retreat now for the past 2 years. And he's big into these morning asanas. And they're kind of like yoga moves. And I invite anybody who wants to stand up and share with me, and we can do them in place. They're very powerful, or you can just watch me make a fool of myself up here. It's fine either way. But they in the morning, they bring that mind-body connection to us. And I'm just speaking personally. I invite you guys to try it for the next 2 weeks. We can talk about it in 2 weeks on October 14th when I do the second part of my talk. And share with me your successes, or maybe, hopefully, not your non-successes that you didn't feel anything. But it's really simple stuff. And it starts with just a centering.
Should we all stand up?
I invite people to stand up, get a little bit of elbow room. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's pretty easy. And take a big deep breath, start, center, and then it's a speaking and movement exercise. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stand in place. I am awake and ready. I'm awake and ready. I'm awake and ready. I'm awake and ready. Now we move. Awake my body, rejoice. Just gently tap and knock on your body, all the parts of your body, especially any parts that have any sores. Awake, my body, rejoice. 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 Next one, awake, my body, rejoice. Say it as many times as it feels good. Another, next thing, just gently, don't give yourself a headache. Wrap on your head. Be glad, my brain, be happy.
Be glad, my brain, be happy.
Be glad, my brain, be happy.
Be glad,
My brain, be happy. Gently knocking, waking up. Can you feel that? Can you feel that energy happening? And now we just massage our scalps. Gently massage your scalps. And think of 3 or 4 key words that are meaningful to you today. You know, one that and you can say them out loud because I'm a big believer in the mind-body connection. When we hear our own voice say the things that we want, it has power. I'm standing here, living proof of that. One of the ones I often say is clarity and focus. But it can be success, connection is a great one, love, joy. Just massage those, say them out loud and massage them into your brain for the day. Isn't that powerful? There's actually 51 of these assigns. But I start my day with that. I start my day. I am awake and ready. And I massage those words into my brain. So I invite you all to do that. We're going to do it again in 2 weeks. But it's a powerful thing. And it gets even that little bit, we're not doing jumping jacks. And then the final thing is one that I've shared with Gino before. This one may take a little bit of space. We may not have enough room for it, but try to remember it. You want to throw your arms out. I am young.
I'm young.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
My body knows it, and my body shows it.
My body knows it. My body shows it.
And you do that 3 times. I am young. I am strong. I am healthy. My body knows it, and my body shows it. One more time. I am young. I am strong. I am healthy. My body knows it, and my body shows it. Thank you, Mark. And that's powerful. That is the mind-body connection. And I'm sure you can all feel it now. I'm sure you can all feel it. And we didn't break a sweat. We didn't run 10 miles. We didn't lift a bunch of weights. But we made, just in those 3 minutes, 5 minutes, a mind-body connection. And that's what I'm talking about. It's powerful, right?
It changes the story.
It changes the story, and that goes to changing our neural network. Because when we get trapped in our should-haves, our could-haves, would-haves, we're just shoulding all over our lives. And that's not always productive. We might find a support group to come and go, oh yeah, you really should have done that. But is that productive? No. Does it raise your energy? No. It might mean you're not alone. You might be alone with a bunch of negative. You might be better off being alone instead of being surrounded by a bunch of people that are negatively enabling you. I find that really important because, well, it goes to something else, a core unity principle that we've talked about before, is remaining aware of the present. There's a great Zen parable about a monk being chased through a forest by tigers, 2 tigers, and he's running through the forest from this tiger, and he gets to a cliff, and the tigers are chasing him, so he shimmies down this vine on the cliff, and as he looks down, the tigers come around, and they go down to the bottom, waiting for him to fall off this cliff, and he looks up, and there's a mouse chewing on the vine at the top of the cliff. And he looks to his left and there's a strawberry growing there. He picks the strawberry and eats it. That's living in the present. Because we don't always have control of our future unless we stop and are clear about the future that we want. And the way that we can be clear about the future that we want is to have that faith that we have that power, individually and collectively. collective Power of Eight. There's a couple of Power of Eight people here. I'm a Power of Eight person. Really believe in that. I'm the tagger. If anybody's interested, we can talk to. That's something I'll talk about too. Maybe I should talk about that sometime. Anyway. I'm being inspired. Look at this. Because it is important to infuse even our worst days, our most challenging days, with at least some shred of love and joy. And we have that power to do that ourselves, even when we're feeling crappy. But to do that means that you have to experience it. You have to say, what brings me joy? Ask yourself that. And then do it. Not, oh, I'm going to do it someday. Do it now. Pick that strawberry now. Because, there was a great, Reverend Justin had another, is this one I'm going to read? No. He had another, he's a funny guy, and I like his broad, he's very, very well read in all types of scriptures and different, but he also brings in modern day references that I think we can appreciate and find the humor in, but also the truth. And one of them was a quote, and maybe some of you can figure it out who it is that's saying this as I talk. How little do we know of time, Alfred? It's a one-syllable word, a noun. Yesterday's tears, tomorrow's laughter. Batman. Adam West said that. And isn't that true? I mean, yesterday's tears, tomorrow's laughter. It's a noun. That time is actually something that we have and we can control. It's a gift, right? It's a blessing. And we need to, the more we take our own power of that, it helps us lead happier, healthier, more joyful, more abundant lives. Because we're living in connection with spirit and our world around it. So, because when we connect our minds with our bodies, we're just these little water bubbles, really. If you want to get scientific about it, we are just these water bubbles walking around here on the earth. We're whatever we are, 70-80% water in our bodies. So we're just these little bubbles. And as we're bumping up against each other and in our world, we need to be the wave that's in the ocean. The ocean, we're in the ocean. We're a wave in that ocean. The cool thing is, we have the power to kind of choose our own direction. And when we go in one direction, we can change. We have the ability to change. We can change our minds, and we can change our bodies. I'm living proof of it. So I just want to share that all with you. It's going to be more in 2 weeks. That's about 15 minutes, right? To wrap up Reverend Doug's thought on some of the blessings, though, that's also an important, I mean, I am so thankful this week, and, standing across from my oncologist, and, I have managed to make him smile, I gotta say. I've managed to make my oncologist smile. And, I think that, I don't know, that brings me joy, because it was a challenge. It was a real challenge, and then when I got him to, and he needs that de-stress in his life too, because he's surrounded by sick people and angry people, scared people, fear. Oh my God! I mean, if there's any other empaths in the audience, you walk into some doctor's offices and you can feel that fear that's just resident there. It's living there. It's like when you bring to pet owners, when you bring your pet to a certain veterinarians, and they put their tail between the leg and they go the other side, they're smelling all that fear and anxiety that other people, other animals have left there. So we can walk through life in our water bubbles and shield ourselves from that. Choose to go a different way. Choose to find a community of people that are going to support us as opposed to tear us down. Because we don't want anyone to pop our bubbles. We just want to be that wave in the ocean with other people. So I believe, hopefully that makes sense to everyone. And so let's just do a blessing right now before we lead into our lover offering, and just give blessings for our own life, for Unity of Chattanooga, finding this incredible space, and the Universal Unitarians that have opened their home to us so that we can have our services here. And we've moved from Sunday to Saturday. But I've had a conversation with several of you, and it's kind of, hey, this is kind of fitting into my day. I kind of like this. And then tomorrow, Sunday, really is going to be a day of rest. No, it is for me. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So let's just all give thanks for the blessings in all our lives. Start with we're going to go into the love offering now. As you consider your gift today, let's bless them all together with our affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Dear God, thank you for these gifts of abundance that we're going to put to good use to help with our connection, our service to ourselves and to our community. Thank you, Lord. We appreciate you and all your wisdom and guidance that you give us on a daily, weekly, monthly, lifelong journey. And so it is.
I've got to say something. I was talking to Linda the other day, and I was saying, Linda, we don't have to be nervous. We're surrounded by people that love us and care for us. And what you just did, finding out that you had to do it at 8:45 in the morning is just a gift and a blessing. And we want to be not just water bubbles, but we want to be love bubbles for you. I tell you what, guys, just being here in a place that we can be safe and can just be open to be ourselves is just beautiful. And it's such a gift. And God bless you. And God bless Doug.
Yes.
For, it's the things that we go through propel people into service. Think about it. Doug is ill, and Eric gets to be Eric in front of us. That's strange. And strangely beautiful. And
Strange and
strangely
wonderful,
lovely.
yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes. Well, we're going to be using some of this healing energy and light to send Doug's way so that he has a fast, because he's going to UMass in North Carolina this week.
And he's going to be just fine.
And he's going to be just fine with our help. We're going to send out energy at the close of prayer. We can do it now too, because we do have that power, Landis. You're absolutely right.
Wow, thank you so much, Eric. That was wonderful. And this is a reminder that we're going to be meeting here on Saturdays at 11 a.m. through the entire month of October. We invite you to join our friendly, fun, energetic, spiritual community that encourages your growth and expression by becoming a member of our church. Later this fall, Doug will be announcing a new member class. You can also sign up if you're just interested in learning more about Unity. Our terms are easy, by the way. There's a sheet on the back table, and we'd appreciate it if you'd let us know of your interest. Doug, as Eric said, will be gone to UMass, the retreat next week, along with several other of our members. So we've invited Reverend Reginald Howard to be our headliner next Saturday morning, speaking on the empowerment zone. He believes the divine strength within us has the power to heal and overcome all of life's challenges. And again, he's already plugged this pretty good, but on October 14th, our very own Eric Miller will be talking on our whole mind, whole body connection, part 2. Okay, and he's going to be talking about the powerful connection between our bodies and our minds and how that connection can lead us to better health, wellness, balance, and happiness in our lives. This was touched on briefly. We've had some changes with our AV and the people, and I believe we picked up a new person, right? Is that correct, Penny? Okay. So we're still looking for volunteers if you would like, and it's very simple now here in this building. See Eric or Ava or Laura regarding, because we don't want to burn anyone. We have some wonderful volunteers, but we don't want to burn anybody else. So we want to share the wealth.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to be available, maybe one Sunday a month, one Saturday every other month to help with this, we'd really appreciate it. And I hear they're dangling a little carrot there. Might be a really sexy Unity t-shirt. If you decide to do this. Okay, big news here. We're having a fun, too many F's. We're having a fun fundraiser for the building fund. We're calling it a fall foliage cruise on Lake, say it, Laura. Chickamauga. I always say that word wrong. Lake Chickamauga. Okay, so after service on Saturday, October 21st, starting at 2 p.m., Eric Miller and Laura Miller will be offering tours on the beautiful Tennessee fall foliage from out on Lake Chickamauga. Yes. The tour disembarks from the Gold Point Yacht Harbor in Hickson as their new boat, who has been christened, wait for it.
And so it is.
Isn't that great? Okay, directions to the marina are on the sign-up sheet in the back. The cost is $30 per person and promises to be a lot of fun. Each tour will last approximately 40 minutes, and there will be light refreshments. Tours will be in groups of 6. We will add tours depending on the interest involved. If the weather causes us to reschedule, we will. But sign up early because it's first come, first on board. We love our corny little punnies.
It is a fundraiser, though. Penny came up with that. It's going to be fun. It's beautiful out on the lake. We just bought. It's a used boat, but it's fun. And we'll go out there.
I can vouch for that. Before we gather for fellowship, let us close out today's service by standing and enthusiastically singing the peace song.
Praise
Amen.